Hey guys, I wanted to go over this video real quick because there are quite a few things that we can learn from it, some lessons, right? If you already know these things, then take it as a reminder. If you don't, hopefully this is helpful. So the first thing that I noticed that was great on the driver is that they did not engage the irritated, irate person. They did not engage, they did not open their door, their window wasn't cracked or anything like that. So that's great. The second thing is the doors had to be locked. At least that's my assumption, right? Because that person, the person who had that road rage, he was close enough, and it looked like at one point, it looked like he was trying to open the door, or he had attempted to open the door. Either way, the doors were locked. So whenever you get into your vehicle, you want to make sure that that's the very first thing you do. You want to lock your doors. I know that nowadays there are a lot of newer cars that automatically lock, but for people who have older cars like myself, we have to manually lock the door. So we need to make sure that we're practicing this every day, even if you're going from your house to the grocery store or from your home to the gym. And even if you have a car that automatically locks, you still want to, do a manual visual check and make sure that the doors actually locked, because just because something is automatic in your vehicle doesn't mean it's always going to work. So that's something you should always keep in mind, just to be cautious. The third thing was the driver drove off, right? This is the best thing you can do. Don't engage, ignore the person, and drive off if you're able to. I know that, every situation is different. Maybe they block you, maybe they're standing in front of your car, but at that point, I would call the police and have them come and whatever. Quick story time. So about 10 years ago or so, I still have the car that I had back then now. And I was coming back from a club, and it was 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. And there was an emergency vehicle that for some reason it was holding everybody up. We were at a standstill. Something was going on. So as we are at this standstill in traffic, the car to the right of me had about 4 or 5 guys in it. And a few of them, one in particular, was trying to get my attention, and I was ignoring him. So he caught me off guard, of course. He got out of his vehicle and opened my passenger door. That freaked me out. And ever since that day, I've always made it a point. Of course, I have my moments where I forget, where I've forgotten to lock my doors, but I always make it a point to remember to lock my doors because of that incident that happened to me almost 10 years ago. So I say all this to say, just because you don't think something's going to happen to you doesn't mean it won't. With that being said, stay safe, stay vigilant, and stay strapped.